99% of people won't be able to achieve what I achieved by 17. I'm 18 now, but by 17, I had made roughly 150K while roughly working about 30 minutes a day if you average it out. Now, the reason why they weren't able to do this is not because I'm some magic wizard. It's because they listen to the advice you have been told by other people, by your teachers, by your parents, everyone else, the other YouTubers even. And this is why you can't get what you want. This is why you can't get the gym set up. This is why you don't have money to go get food, money to take care of your family, money to do anything, really. This is why. I promise you, by the end of this video, you will have this problem solved. You will understand how to make money, and you will have no excuse to not make money, because making money really just comes down to these simple principles. So I better see some notes in the comments. Notes, yes, notes. I know you take notes at school for some random BS you gotta study for a test. Take some notes for this, because you're gonna make some money. First thing, money and time. This is you right now, and this will be you in the future. If I work hard and put in time and effort, I'll make some money. No, wrong. Look what everyone says, even people on YouTube, like, well, you know, discipline, work hard, be a Sigma, right? Work hard, you're gonna make money. This is how it works. You gotta be smart, you gotta use your head. Making money is not about force, brute force. It's about using your head to direct brute force. And you've been conditioned to fail. All right, not only by these people on YouTube, teachers, all those stuff, because this is what everyone thinks. All right, this is how a job works. Oh, whoops. Forgot to set my pen. Okay, job. Let's say this is the money. All right, $10 an hour, 12, 15, etc. Right? When you go get a job at McDonald's, like they want you to do, or some, you know, low-level job, or even decent job, you start off at like $12 an hour, $15 an hour, maybe even $20 an hour, depending where you live, whatever the minimum wage is. And then you're like, okay, well, over time, I'm going to work, and then I'm going to get a raise, and then I'm going to get another raise, I'm going to get another raise. And this takes years and years and years. The point is, you start off making some money. Even if you suck at the job, you get your first paycheck for doing something. However, for a business, at the start, it's always this. Okay, this is $0. Zero, 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 zero. Maybe make a little bit. And then, boom, you get an exponential spike. So this is why a lot of people quit. This is why, if you've tried starting businesses before, as I have in the past, the reason why you quit at the start is because you are used to getting instant results. Even those instant results kind of suck, like $10 an hour. But the point is, you're still getting something. When you go to school, if you have terrible grades, you start off with some kind of grade. If you don't try it all, at least you can get like a D or a C, right? If you don't try at a job, at least you're going to make like $10, $15 an hour. But in the business, if you try, for the first few months, you can make zero and get nothing out of it. But the point is, success comes in droves. Not this linear graph where it starts here and then it goes up. No. You get nothing. You get a little bit, and boom, you're going to rocket ship to the moon. For me, for a long time, I was having $0 months, maybe 100, maybe 200, maybe even 300. And I just kept working, doing something else. This took years. Now, I won't take you that long because I'm going to teach you throughout not only this video, but other videos. You even join my Discord for extra help. But over time, you develop, you know, a little bit of money. And then at some point, I literally went from having a $0 month to a $4,000 month. 0 to 100, literally. That's how it works. It's not this, you know, grind where you start off at 15 and you're up to 17 and you're up to 20. No. You can go from 0 to 10,000 in 1 month. That's how it works. Because success is exponential in the business world. When you're starting your own business, when you make your own money, success is exponential. Or a YouTube channel, like this YouTube channel, success will be exponential, not linear. You got to remember that. This will stop you from quitting. It's about momentum. Now, your goal should be to either have very high value time or completely disconnect time. So, an example of having high value time is e-commerce. This is what I do. Now I'm not here saying I make a ton of money. I don't make a crazy amount of money, but the point is I make enough money to sustain myself and be able to do what I want every single day. I'm not chained. That's the real point here. I'm not saying to make money just to make money. The reason why you should make money is so you can be free. You don't have to go work. You don't have to be told what to do. I mean, I hate being told what to do. I don't know if they're the same, but I really hate being told what to do by other people. The only person I want to be told what to do is certain family members, I believe, have authority in God himself. I don't want some fat prick at McDonald's telling me to flip burgers faster. That's not the reality I want. That's probably not the reality you want either. So I'm not saying here you have to make $1 million in order to be happy. You can make a few thousand as long as you can live on your own and not have this situation where you're being oppressed, essentially. You have to use an alarm clock. I haven't used an alarm clock in years, and I hear people using it, and it just sounds like the worst thing ever. But in any case, high value time. For example, I do e-commerce right now, not drop shipping, but something else. I have high value time. Make a few $100s an hour, something like that. Or you can do coaching. People literally charge thousands of dollars for an hour of coaching on a call just like this. This isn't a call, but just looking at the camera and talking to the person. Thousands of dollars an hour. That's because they made their time very valuable. So I think the best way to have very high value time is something like e-commerce, where you're selling a product that needs a minimal amount of marketing, or you make a personal brand and then you charge something like coaching. Or you can completely disconnect time. And this is kind of, quote, passive income. Now, I think there's a fine line between high value time and disconnecting time. But another thing, aside from digital products, which, for example, let's say you write an ebook and then you do like really good SEO for it and you run ads and you're making a profit on the ads along with getting sales from SEO. You're basically doing nothing. Maybe you check up on a few emails every day for like 10 minutes a day, and your digital product will be making an infinite amount of money, theoretically. Or you can outsource things, which I'll talk more about later. But let's say you're providing a service, like you're doing SEO for a company. You don't have to do the SEO. You can pay someone else to do the SEO for you, and you just check up on it. So you're disconnecting hours of your time where you're still getting paid, maybe a little bit less, but you're still outsourcing it for cheaper. For example, you could pay someone in another country $100 to do a job you got paid $2,000 for, right? So that's your goal here. Now, the way you get to this goal relies on these 3 pillars, which I'm going to teach you. First of all, love. This is the first pillar. Now, based on what you've been told, what is a sigma? What is an alpha? Now, I think these phrases are actually kind of useful, but the thing is, people who say sigma and alpha, they're all retarded. So I don't say it, and I don't call myself any of those things. But they say, if you're cool, if you're sigma, alpha, a dog, whatever words they use, you got to be disciplined. You got to do what you don't want to do. But the truth is, you're not really going to get that far doing that, okay? If you're just going to be a brute or barbarian, okay, go be disciplined and go do what you don't want to do. If you're going to be smart, well, still being strong, I got big muscles, all right? Still being strong, what you do is you change what you want. So, for example, instead of going to the gym when you don't want to, you shift your mindset to where you want to go to the gym. And when you want to do things, you do it more enthusiastically, which gives you better results. That's the point here. And as far as business goes, it is true. You were very limited a long time ago on what you could do. Maybe if you really struck it big, you could be like an actor. But you couldn't just start your own business and sell things online. But the thing is now, you can literally sell anything. There are millionaires who sell the unicorn fart slide. If they can sell that, you can sell your passion. As Donald Trump once said, love what you do. That's probably one of the best pieces of business advice he ever gave. And that he says himself, I think he does say that is the most important rule of business. Love what you do. Because if you love what you do, you will show up every day. All right, even if you aren't making any money. And like I said earlier, your success in business is exponential. You don't start off making 15 and then go up to 20. No, you start off making 0. You got to show up when you're making 0 over and over and over again. So love what you do, so that becomes easy. And you get to reap the benefits when you get that rocket spike. You can do literally whatever you want in business. Always remember that. You need to treat your identity, because what you love to do is tied to your identity, right? For example, me. Part of my identity is changing the world, build back Christian men. That's why I make these videos. So you see, this is my identity. Okay. And this can be your identity too. Just figure out what do you really want to do. What's the real big thing you want to do in the world? Not something physical like, oh, I want to make $1 million. Because that's physical. Something non-physical, an abstract idea, a concept, a purpose. My purpose, help people at the very core. Help people build back Christian men. That's the purpose, right? And then from there, that's the sun. That's the real middle of the sun. And then you have the rays of the sun. And always remember, if you have a sun that has rays, and these things are like, okay, well, what business do you run? How much money do you make? What wife do you have? Do you have muscles? Like, all of these things are actually just rays from the sun. And the analogy is that the identity is the sun, and the rays are the stuff that comes from the identity. So, for example, the way I speak, the way I move my hands, this is all tied to my identity. These are just rays emitting from my sun. And the thing is, when you have the sun, you have the rays. So if you focus on your identity and your purpose, you're going to know exactly what you want to do. You're going to have the thing you love to do in order to work in business. And also, you'll be able to have the work ethic in order to get the job done. You're going to have the intelligence to get the work done, because your brain is like a GPS. When you set the destination, your brain actually is very intuitive at figuring out where you should go. And as far as the sun example, everything should be tied to your identity, because that's really that's like building your house on the rock instead of the sand. And remember, the sun and the rays can be disconnected. When you try to have good body language, when you think like a nerd, which is like your identity is a nerd, and then you have trying to look cool, you're trying to have the rays without the sun. That makes no sense. You got to have both of them. Now, the second pillar. People need a way to pay you. So, for example, listen, bro, I need you to write me a quick article, and I'm going to pay you $10,000 for it. Let's go. I need to pay you I need this done by tomorrow. I got to pay you within the next 5 minutes. Am I going to be able to pay you? The point of this example is that most people are like, well, I want to make money, man. How do I make money? And they don't even have a payment method. I can't even pay them if I wanted to. Now, some of you might be saying, well, I have Cash App. People can pay me through Cash App. No one in the business world is going to pay you through Cash App. Because things about Cash App is you can't charge it back. I don't know if that's the right word, but you can't get your money back if the person scams you. For example, I say, listen, bro, I got this invisible ball that will make your cock 3 times bigger. Just pay me $10,000 through Cash App. You give me $10,000, I don't got to give you anything, because there's no policy where you got to fulfill the thing. The only way you can get the money back is if you went to court and paid all the lawyer fees, the court fees, etc. Right? So no, Cash App doesn't count. You need either PayPal or Stripe. Those are the 2 best ones, or you can use some other processors similar to these, but PayPal and Stripe are really the 2 best ones. The second pillar of business is having people a way to pay you at any moment. I have a PayPal, I have a Stripe. You want to give me money? I can take it. Like that. You need to be the same way. So go start a PayPal, go start a Stripe. PayPal, because many people who use PayPal have PayPal balances. And Stripe, because many people like to use their cards directly. Those are the 2 things you need. And then you have like Apple Pay, Google Pay. I don't think Apple Pay has a chargeback system either. But you need these things, because if we're in the business world, these are the only things people are going to accept. These type of things. Maybe you can use Cash App when you're working with your friends. But guess what? If your friends can make you rich by sending you money through Cash App, you wouldn't need this video. Now, this kind of links to the website or landing page you have for people to pay you in. So, for example, let's say you're starting an e-commerce store and this is your Shopify store. Not only do they need a way to pay you, but they also need a nice way to pay you. You can't have your website look like some 90s crap put together by a high school student, because then it just looks scammy. And it is 2024, specifically October of 2024. If you can't build a good website, you are doomed, because you can literally ask an AI, make a website for me, or you can use a Shopify template, you can use a WordPress template, you can use a WooCommerce template if you're gay. You have all of these options. It's so easy to build a website that looks good. Now, let's say you're just doing a coaching service. You can use Typeform, you can use a landing page builder. There's no excuse to have an ugly website, an ugly interface for people to pay you. Remember, payment is not only about the quality of service, it's also about trust. When I put my money in the website, I want to feel like the website's going to be secure. If the website looks like garbage, I don't feel like it's going to be secure. Now, attention. This is the third pillar.
None of this matters if you can't get attention. Now, how does one gain attention? You literally just, social media is the best way to gain attention, obviously. And you literally just see what other people are doing and copy them. I'm being so serious right now. You literally just copy people. That's how easy it is. Now, you have to copy people in a very specific way. Don't literally steal the thumbnail, steal the title, and then re-upload the video. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is look at what other people do and emulate it. For example, let's say you want to get in the Super Mario 64 niche. And you have these videos. You want to make videos with Super Mario for some reason, right? That's how you're going to make money. You have a Super Mario store, for example. You're selling Super Mario merchandise. These videos, it's like, okay, well, maybe I can make a video similar to these, but just twist it a little bit. Because people, think about ideas like a cube. Okay, so people like Super Mario really love this cube. All right, they can jerk off to this cube. They love the cube. When I see the cube, they nut in their pants. They love the cube. Straw cube. That is a sexy cube. Okay, there's a cube. Now these videos, think about it like this side of the cube. Remember, a cube is a 3D object. I don't have a cube type of object on hand. I mean, okay, I have a first aid kit box. Okay, so here's a 3D object. It has different sides, right? These videos is like showing this side. Your videos, just twist it and show another side of the cube. It's the same cube, but you're just doing a different angle. That's how it works, because the Super Mario people, if you take away this cube and give them something else, they're not going to want it. You know, like, get the hell out of here, right? But if you use the cube, but to show them a different angle, they're going to love it. Now, another great way of doing this is simply just looking at adjacent niches. An adjacent niche is a niche that is, in this case, it's a niche that has the same audience, but is a different subject. For example, people like Mario probably also like SpongeBob, right? So let's say here, this video, the SpongeBob SquarePants deleted iceberg explained. Deleted scenes iceberg. You can do the Super Mario deleted cut content, something like that, iceberg explained. So see, this is a SpongeBob video, but you just reskinned it into a Mario video. It uses the same format and title format, same thumbnail format, all these different things as this video. And that video will probably do very well. And as far as getting attention goes, this video here got, is that 2? Yes, 2.2 million views. I can tell you right now, on a long form video, I posted videos that got less than 1,000 where I was just trying to figure out how to do YouTube. And those videos made me money on my store, on my e-commerce store. 2.2 million could make you, an ad revenue alone, that's depending on, for a video that's like 2 hours long, that's probably at least $10,000 in ad revenue. And then in terms of actual store revenue, if you make a good advertisement in it using core marketing principles, which we're actually going to go over, depending on your profit margins, you can make well over 40K one video. That's what some people make a whole year. Remember, social media isn't this, because when if you're working at McDonald's, when are you going to make over 100K? Maybe if you live in California, that hellhole, because the minimum wage, I don't know how much it is now, but in a normal circumstance, an average McDonald's worker makes like 35K or something like that, right? When is that guy ever going to make 100K at McDonald's? Never. It doesn't matter how long he's there. You work there for 60 years. The most he's ever going to get up to is like 60. Then we all, social media, sure, you start off at 0, but you can get up to literally 40K in a month. Like that, without even, especially on YouTube with ad revenue, a video can blow up to 2 million views in a month. Boom, you just made 10K plus, maybe even more depending on your ad rate. Now, the core element of selling, when you're making your titles, when you're making your thumbnails, when you're making your TikToks, when you're making your Instagrams, all these different things, because really social media is all the same for all different platforms, they're just slightly different. You need to focus on emotions, okay? Because people don't buy because of logic. If people bought because of logic, would people be buying? I don't want to use that word because YouTube's probably, I already said a few things in this video that probably aren't the best for, my future prospects. But then again, I don't care that much. But the point is, people buy because of emotions, not logic, all right? So For example, you can make 2 advertisements for a phone. Well, hey guys. So this phone has a 32 megapixel camera, and it has wireless charging capabilities, and it has 8 gigabytes of RAM, a 1.8 gigahertz processor, and a fingerprint sensor. So that would be $600. No one cares. 1.8 gigahertz processor. No one even knows what that means. Most people don't even know what 8 gigabytes of RAM means. Meanwhile, if you focus on benefits, it takes crisp, clear, and professional photos. It charges easily. You don't have to plug it in. You can even use relatable memes. For example, we all know the meme where you're trying to plug your phone into the wall at night or under bed and it doesn't work. I don't use my phone in bed, but when I did, I would have that problem. Well, it's in that meme. It's very relatable. You can say, well, you don't have to deal with that anymore. You strike an emotion. The emotion of not only nostalgia, but also relatability. No freezing or lagging when you're playing games or watching videos. That sparks the emotion of, oh my god, I hate when my game lags when I'm trying to win in Minecraft survival games on T-Boat. Two-Boat? The hell was that thing called? Lifeboat? There was some kind of Minecraft server that I used to play on my phone a few years ago. Survival games. But you don't lag anymore when you do that, when you get this phone. Striking an emotion. You can unlock your phone fast. And when you're trying to unlock your phone, it sucks, because it takes forever. They're focusing on benefits, emotions. It's what people actually care about. People don't care about how many megapixel a camera has. They care about whether or not it takes crisp photos. All right, so they can take photos for Instagram and get the future wife looking at it. All right. What you need to do is understand the benefits of your product, the benefits of your video. All right, because this applies for literally anything. If you want people to do anything for you, click on a video, watch a video, buy your product, etc. Watch your TikTok, watch your Instagram, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to me, like the video. You have to focus on the benefits for them. So think about it like you have a big spotlight. Okay, you got a big spotlight, and you can move the spotlight around. What you want to do is find your benefits, know what you're doing. The benefits for each product, the benefits for each video are different. Take your spotlight and shoo! All right? Beam a light on it. So if your video is really funny, beam a light on that through the title and the thumbnail. If your video is very informational, beam a light on that through the thumbnail and the title. What you're spotlighting are the subjects you're really focusing on. So this would be your hook. All right, if your video is going to be funny, play it up in the hook. If your video is going to be very informational, play it up in the hook. Play it up in the thumbnail. Play it up in the title. That's how you get people to care. And when people care, you give attention. When you have attention, you can turn that into money. Those are the 3 pillars of business. It's so simple that everyone's like, how do they make money? It's not that hard, bro. Now, to save time, use systems. Templates. For example, if you're posting videos on Instagram, don't start from a clean slate every single time. In your video editor, have a project file saved. So you already have the core of the video set up. You just have to change the clips in it. That's a template. When you find something that works, you can do that. And then, of course, you change it every once in a while. But you can make things much faster doing that. Organization. For example, I have all these products in my room right now. This is my office. Rather, I have 2 rooms. Do you have 2 rooms? Probably not. Anyways, in this office, I don't have my inventory all over the place. I have my inventory in very specific boxes. So when I sell something, I can go through that specific box and grab it and package it. That's organization. Makes things faster. Or you can outsource. So for example, customer service. Maybe you don't want to respond to all your customers' emails. Find it annoying as hell. Okay. Outsource it. Get some guy who has decent English who lives in another country and do it for you. Or get an AI to do it for you. Content. Maybe you don't want to do the templates for the content. Maybe you just want to pay someone else to do the content. If you're getting hundreds of thousands of views of video, you can pay someone like $100 and they'll make you an amazing video. And of course, if you're getting hundreds of thousands of views, you're making a few thousand off each video. That's a profit. You get more videos out as well. You get a whole team of editors. And you're not even doing it with your own time. Maybe you're just reviewing it to make sure the work isn't complete garbage. Marketing. Maybe you're tired of posting on social media and you want someone else to, or do your email marketing, your SEO, these other things, to pay someone else to do it. And assuming that service makes you more than what you pay them, it's good for you. You're making more money without investing more of your time. In fact, you're cutting down your time and moving up your money input. You're moving up your money you make per hour. This is all businesses. Every single business works the exact same. Now, of course, there's difference. Every business is like a cube, rectangle, whatever, 3D object. There's different angles. So if you're doing copywriting, there's different things you got to do. If you're doing e-commerce, there's different things you got to do. But at the end of the day, it's all the same. The principles all apply. It's not about some magic system where if you just do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, money. No. Okay, that's more brainwashing you receive because you think that most people think that if you just do X, Y, and Z, you'll make money. It's not really like that. There are certain principles, but at the end of the day, you just got to follow those principles, and then you got to, just for the niche you're getting into, you're going to make money. Okay? But it's not just, well, find this product on AliExpress, and then post this specific ad, and then make this video. Like, when people ask me how to make money, people I teach, right, and they ask me how to make money, they kind of expect me just to tell them, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3. That's not how it works. Unfortunately, there's no magic wizard template. You just got to go at it a little bit and get better at these principles. And then eventually, depending on your niche, depending on what you're specifically going for, you'll be able to get some results out of it. Now, if you want more help, join the Discord, subscribe for more amazing videos. Check out the video. So good at this.